If you've got word of mouth, that's great, but that doesn't mean you stop there. Let's go chase clients that we want. Let's just not accept who comes to us. Who comes to us is a given based on word of mouth and things that happen. But who we choose to chase is our choice. So if we're going to go out direct marketing to acquire new business cold because we don't have an introduction, let's chase the big fish, the high value prospects, the ones that are worth the effort. And this is what key account relationship marketing is about. So key account relationship marketing is a relationship marketing program to win high value business contacts. It's generally a business to business program. It's not generally something you would do for retail and consumer marketers in the room, because this is about chasing dollar contracts and large value potential clients that are worth 10 times your average sale. And generally in retailing, your A-class clients might be worth 2 or 3 times your average sale. So this is definitely something for some high-end retailers, but predominantly a business-to-business strategy. It's about chasing down key decision makers, getting past the gatekeeper, getting contracts that are worth 10 to 20 or 30 times what your average customer's worth. It's the kind of thing that's worth chasing. So if we're going after marketing the big fish, the high-value prospects, we've got to recognise that everyone else is fishing for them as well, right? They've got good evasion strategies. They're called gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are great at binning your letters and screening your phone calls. They're not available, they're never available. So what we understand is if we go out with the same approach that all of the competitors do chasing these big accounts, we're going to hit the same, we're right, thanks, we've got an existing supplier. Because the bigger the fish, the bigger the prospect, the reason they're big is because they have regular and ongoing needs that are being filled by an existing supplier. And they have what is known as a better the devil you know relationship. We've got this existing supplier over here. They're pretty good. Sometimes they stuff up. And then there's 10 companies who market to us out of the blue, every 6 or 12 months. There's no way we could risk swapping and trialing these guys. And we don't have the time to evaluate them all. It's just not worth the effort. Better the devil you know, okay? So understanding that, if we go in trying to make a sale today, we get we're right, thanks. So what we have to do is use a different approach. We must build relationship with these key contacts first, then educate them on who we are, what we do, why we're better over time, not try and do it all in one phone call or one letter. It's a completely different approach where we commit to keeping in touch with these key accounts at least once a month over a 6-month period. So that at a minimum over 6 months, we have communicated with them at least 6 times. Because what we have now done is removed ourselves from the 10 other companies that market them out of the blue. We have become what's known as the alternative supplier. As every month goes on, we keep communicating. We mix it up, different mediums of contact. So we're doing an email, then a phone call, then an event invite, then a fax, then a letter. So we're not just sending them same phone call or the same email newsletter. We're mixing it up. And this process basically means that as time goes on, what happens is we're the only one who's still in the market along with their existing supplier. And what happens is suddenly, over one period in 6 months, your existing supplier is going to have a stuff up, a frustration. And when they do, you're there, and you're the only one that's there. So what we're doing is changing the perception of risk management is we've got this existing supplier and then a bunch of people we can't risk changing to all of a sudden, we now know this company, we know they're pretty keen to work with us, we know a bit more about who they are, we know a bit about what they do, why they're better. Maybe it's good risk management to now give them some of the business, rather than being completely at the whim and mercy of this one company. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And it's a change in psychology where suddenly they're starting to say, we need to give these guys a go, at least some of the business, so that we at least evaluate them and we have a risk management strategy so we're not reliant on one company.